No. Wait, don't do this. What you're doing is heresy.
Oh, come now, Nastin. What could one little drop hurt?
No, please let me go. I'll do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Then perish.
Hello everyone, GoldenNova here, and welcome to another episode of Plus Ones, a series where we take a single card, break down what it does, and explore what it can do. The Forbidden series of quick play spells has been an important part of competitive history for some time now. While not all of them have been smash hits, it's indisputable that Chalice and Lance were game changers when it came to protecting ourselves from our opponent, as well as disrupting their game plans. However, none of them have seen tournament play in recent memory. And that makes sense. It has been over a decade since Chalice made a splash in the card pool, and the options for effect negation have only gotten better and more versatile. But is it possible that a new addition to the theme will rock the meta in the coming months? It's time to explore more of the Condemned Witch's lore with this new card coming out in Rise of the Duelist, just one forbidden drop. On activation, you send any number of other cards from your hand or field to the graveyard as cost. On resolution, you can choose as many effect monsters your opponent controls as cards you send at activation, negating their effects and having their attack until the end of the turn. Also, your opponent can't respond with cards or effects that share a card type with any of the cards you sent as part of Forbidden Drop's cost. This means that if you sent only monsters, your opponent can still react with spells or traps. But if you sent a monster, spell, and trap, then your opponent's completely locked out. You can only activate one Forbidden Drop per turn. The key strength of this card is its versatility. Its cost certainly fits how flexible it is, but remember, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Costs are usually just gateways to more combos. If your deck is built in such a way that you don't mind trading in card advantage for it, or even benefit from sending those cards away, this is going to find a home in your deck. The two cards that feel most similar to Forbidden Drop are Dark Ruler No More and Infinite Impermanence, marrying the no targeting mass negation of the former with the disruptive capabilities of the latter, without making your opponent immune to damage or needing an empty field to play directly from your hand. And if that wasn't enough, it brings something entirely new to the table: attack reduction. Forbidden Drop helps you push through fields like never before. It doesn't matter if you negate Dingirsu, if you don't have a follow-up form of removal, you'll need something with 2600 or more attack to get it off the field, and not every deck can manage that. And let's not forget the most technical thing this allows: funky damage step shenanigans. It doesn't come up often, but when you need it, it's a godsend. It is important to note that this card isn't perfect. Being once per turn means you'll have to ditch the other if you draw multiples, because if they negate or bypass the first, you can't immediately follow up with the second one. You're also going to find that this is woefully inept against matchups that work on an entirely different axis. Negating a single Totally Awesome isn't going to have much of an impact against the huge trap lineup of Paleozoic frogs, after all. So what are some things to keep in mind when building with this card? Well, the previously underwhelming Condemned Witch might be worth testing alongside Forbidden Drop. Previously only being able to search very outdated cards, now you can trade your normal summon to access it, and it even makes prime fuel for the activation. By not playing a deck with level 4 fairies, missing out on half of Witch's effect felt like a suboptimal choice, but now that it's just a free card to help with Forbidden Drop, it's a much easier pill to swallow. Preferably with that Forbidden Chalice. Another card that gets even better because of Forbidden Drop is Mystic Mine! Yay! Yes, for some reason this card still hasn't been hit by the ban list, so we still need to keep it in mind. If you're looking for a card to change gears between hiding behind Mystic Mine to actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, Forbidden Drop can send Mine to the grave without any fuss, and will let you negate another monster's effect at the same time in case it had an effect that would cause trouble once they'd escaped the mine. But really, the decks that are going to make the most out of this card are the going second decks with great graveyard synergy. Zombie, Orcust, Burning Abyss, Spiral. It's hard to imagine most decks nowadays not having some way to utilize the grave effectively. And this isn't to say that this is exclusively good in going second decks either. By going first, you have the opportunity to build resources to spend on Forbidden Drop, and if your opponent is about to get rid of any of your key cards, you can trade them off to stifle your opponent even more. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. I think this card is going to be a classic chase secret that's going to be the next Infinite Impermanence. Duelists will be complaining about how oppressive it is because it essentially doubles the negation capability of monsters that are already walking interaction, and we'll be hoping it gets a reprint in a future set like Dual Overdrive or Dual Force. Do you have any plans for Condemned Darklord's latest scheme? Or am I just overhyping a card with really kick-ass art? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.